Alright, everybody give me a few moments. I gotta do some things. Also, Papa, thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate that. I think that might actually work out. I don't think we're gonna use that far. Ooh, yeah, that's actually really good. Okay, so it has a little longer. You know, it's like, this has a apply. Done that. Alright, cool. Alright. Opportunities are starting to fall in my lap, apparently. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Hopefully that's the trend of things to come. Alright, recording. Alright, so we're doing things a little bit differently here. I'm not going to do a whole intro or anything like that. I'm planning on making this like one big, essentially, guide on how to do all of the retro achievements. I'm going to script it out, take cuts from all of this that we're playing, but essentially the playthrough will live in the live streams playlist over on YouTube. So if anybody wants to go back through and watch how I did all of it, they can do that, but we're going to have just a, here's how I 100% did, got all the achievements in Pokemon Recharged Yellow. Real quick, let's look at the options. I think fast is good. Stylish shift, battle speed, Pokemon follower, all. Pokemon color unique. Okay, dialogue box type. Ooh, okay, let's see. Do we got any cool options? 4's pretty good. We'll go 4. Ooh, and we can, ooh. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna go with blue because I like blue. Menu type? Oh, okay. Ooh, type 3 look good. 6 is pretty decent. Let's see. Ooh, 13's just classic. Ooh, 15 though. I might go 22 because I feel like I always did 22. There's a lot of... Okay, I'm gonna go 22. I like 22. I'm doing all right, Papa. I responded back to an email about an interview, so I gave them, you know, times where they could schedule the stuff. I had another opportunity, like, that I emailed back on, which I don't 100% know what the deal with it is, but it's like, hey, respond back with yes if you're still interested in this. I'm like, yes? Question mark. So like, I'm hoping that might turn into something. And then just as I was starting stream, I got an email from a recruiter about another job that's nearby here that would only be like 3 to 6 months. So fingers crossed something happens soon rather than later. I'm not worried about the text colors. You know what? Let's go Imperial, because I don't know metric well enough. Auto run. Ooh, I can't turn auto run on. Confirm saves on. Pokemon data English. All right. All right, I think we got everything set up. I had to sit in on 2-second interviews this week. That world is crazy. Yeah, yeah. Though it's like it's I guess it's kind of nice to know that they appreciate your opinions when it comes to hiring uh new people. All right. So difficulty modes. We're gonna okay. So there's achievements for I think normal and challenge mode. So we're gonna go challenge mode. Challenges there's Nuzlocke mode and then there's level cap, and I'm gonna go level cap because um with the retro achievements, I believe there is like, and it's like if it's set up the way I think it should be set up. Let me just double check that real quick. And you know what? Heck, I'll show everybody with me. Okay, so retro achievements. So Pokemon Urged. All right, so there's defeat Brock, normal or above, Nuzlocke mode off. Simple enough. Challenge with level cap on, Nuzlocke mode off. And then it's normal, Nuzlocke on, challenge, Nuzlocke on. And then challenge, Nuzlocke, and level cap. So probably what I'll do, just to make this easy, because so I can get like essentially multiple achievements in a row, is we're going to do level cap and challenge, so we can take care of these two sets of each gym leader. It's like with one battle. Then from here we're gonna go Nuzlocke with level cap, so that way we can take care of 3 achievements at once. So we should only have to do 2 playthroughs, just based on the general difficulty of all of them, right? So, and that's just literally like the majority is quite literally go through and beat the entire game with between those 2 different settings. And then everything else is just kind of, get everything else, and then it's rematches, which normal or above, and then so normal and above is just for the rematches. So we won't have to rematch them twice. Or no, it looks like okay. So then it's defeat, then it's rematch, Nuzclaw. Okay, yeah. So yeah, just the two playthroughs should be enough. 2 playthroughs should be enough. All right. So back into here. I'm gonna hit back. So we got all that set. Start adventure. Now let's see how hard this may or may not end up being.
Hello, glad to meet you. Welcome to the world of Pokemon. My name is Oak. People affectionately refer to me as the Pokemon Professor. This world is inhabited far and wide by creatures called Pokemon. And if you want to know how people tend to interact with Pokemon, well, some people keep them as companions. Others have them do battle. As for myself, I study Pokemon as a profession. Now, why don't you tell me about yourself?
Look 1, look 2. I do like the design of the girl character. That's a nice little bit of change, but we're gonna go classic red.
And how about the name,
Alright, we're gonna go with our classic. Mainly because it fits perfectly. It's meant to be.
Oh, you are Rosnell. I remember now. This boy here is your friend and rival. You two grew up next door to each other. What was his name again now?
And as tradition, Chat, you're the rival.
I see. His name is Chat. Rosno, your very own Pokemon tale is about to unfold. Yes, a world of dreams and adventures with Pokemon awaits. I will see you soon.
Okay, I'm digging it. All right, do we get our classic free potion in here? Gyarados surrounded by multiple Pokemon likes Horsey. Oh. Huh, okay. Okay, we don't have any running yet, so we're probably gonna have to get our shoes. Then we can probably turn our auto run on. Rosnell, did you fall asleep again? What? It's not that bad. But look at what time it is already. Oh god. It is 11:42. So rotate that around. That is 11. Let's just call it 11:45. Close enough, right? And yeah. 11:45. Yeah, we'll call that close enough. Have you forgotten you were supposed to receive your first Pokemon from Professor Oak today? Rosnell, if you want to be a great trainer, you should be a little more responsible. Go see Professor Oak. He might still have a Pokemon for you. I sure hope he does. Alright, so do we actually have to go straight to Professor Oak, or is it... Because she said go to Oak. Oak is not here. Okay, so it's still the classic go to, go up here.
Hey, wait, don't go out there. Whoa, that was close. A wild Pokemon live in tall grass. Wee.
Aw, look how cute your Pikachu is.
Pikachu was caught.
Phew. Pikachu don't usually show up on Route 1. I wonder what that one was doing here. I have no words. Russell, we must check what's going on with that Pikachu. Follow me. I wonder where that little Pikachu went. Rosnell, it seems like that Pikachu really wants you as its trainer for some reason. Go ahead. It's your last chance to become a Pokemon trainer.
No, Pika-Pee.
Alright. Seeing as how this isn't the Nuzlocke, I'm not going to worry about nicknaming things. We can nickname things during the Nuzlocke. No nickname this time.
Congratulations, Rosnell. You are a Pokemon trainer now. Now, where is that Chat? You two should have a friendly battle. He's very competitive. I'm sure you could learn a thing from him. I know. Why don't you tell your mom that you've got a Pokemon? Maybe by the time you tell her, Chat will have shown up.
Okay.
Pika-Pie.
Pikachu faced this way and nodded. Good man, Pikachu. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Hi, Rosnell, come in.
So, Professor Oak had a Pokemon for you?
That's awesome, honey. Excuse me, please.
Rosnell, the professor asked you to go to Viridian City. A package has arrived at the Pokemon Mart. The Pokemon Mart. I'm so used to calling it Pokemart. It's like, and we're swamped with work. Please accept this in exchange for a favor. 5 potions. Cool. Thank you very much. So, alright. Wow, so you're finally embarking on your own adventure. Remember to change your underwear and visit your mom from time to time. And wear these 2 running shoes. You can enable auto run in the options menu. Do you want to enable it now? Yes, please. And don't you dare get lost. Oh, cool. Okay, so we don't even have to talk to Gary's sister. Town map. Okay, cool. Whee! Alright, so I'm guessing let's just go do this. Alright, do you have potions for me? Or Pokemart and convenience stores? Alright. Now we're cooking. You got anything interesting to say, kid? Okay, we got a battle.
Oddish.
Okay, Oddish and... Okay. Oh, I like that. Oh, that's such good menuing. All right, I'm gonna get out of here because I'm not about to fight an Oddish with just Thundershock. See those legends around? Okay, so you're just telling me about... I want to check all the NPCs for their different dialogues on the off chance that, like, the creator switched up some dialogue. I'm assuming for the most part they probably have the same dialogue as everybody else. Pokemon's based, Oh, hey, look, there's Gary Oak. Or I should say, chat. Hey, you came from Palatown? Professor Oak sent me. This order came in, bring it to him. Yep. Alright, you got anything interesting to say? Potions, business, okay. Alright, let's head back. Actually, on the off chance that there's some interesting dialogue up here, because it's usually what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's usually just an old man laying on the ground up here. Like, I don't want to get into a fight just yet. Such a talented trainer is such a cutie too. No one could resist pursuing someone like him. I wonder if I could get him to sign up my Pokeball. Our idol chat right here, right now. It's a total dream come true. Okay, so it's very classic to the anime. Okay, I can live with a Rattata. I could fight a Rattata. Thundershock. Good job, Pikachu. One more Thundershock. Good job, Rattata. Okay, interesting. They're really throwing grass types out here, so... Alright, I'll probably pick up Bellsprout at the very least. Actually, no, I should probably pick up everything, because I think there's an achievement for getting all the Pokemon. Hey, speaking of Jaizu, the creator themselves. Let's go, Jaizu. Appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, you will need all of them. I mean, the tagline for Pokemon isn't catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all for a reason, right? I'm not the original Jaizu. I'm just a random. Ah, okay. All right. Either way, gotta appreciate you stopping in nonetheless, whether you're the real Jaizu or not. Probably should have healed up. Oh, whatever. You're back already. Thank you so much for your help. But I'm excited to start into this. It's like ever since I've seen Jaizu first post about this, I'm like, okay, I really gotta play this. And then it's like one of my buddies has been hounding me about starting on some retro treatments. So 2 birds, 1 stone right here. TM27. What's that do? If you're going to start your adventure, it will surely help. Better treat your Pokemon with more effective grass. I'm the real Jaizu. Oh my god, the real Jaizu. But welcome on in. How you doing? I'm assuming you're also a fan of Recharged Yellow. Also, I will call you Dawn, if that's okay with you. If that works for you, I will call you Dawn. I couldn't come earlier. I was handling some stuff in... I don't know what... I don't think you were handling that. Now that you're both here with your own Pokemon, I want to ask you two to get some data. Don't you dare start your nonsense, Papa. You can call me Jaizu if you want. At that point, I'll get confused with. I mean, I guess I could call Jaizu GZ just GZ. You know what? Sure, we'll do that. That's the plan. That's what we're gonna do. Gathering data. I'm here to become the strongest trainer. Yeah, that's me, Mr. GZ. Perfect. All right, we got it all figured out. That's okay. I have no time for that. I was like, chat, if you want to become the strongest trainer in Kanto, you'll have to know about your Pokemon. Here, let me give you something. Oh yeah, here comes the Pokedexes. Papa B Jaizu. Exactly. Can't deny Papa B Jaizu. Cool, now we got some Pokeballs. Alright. Can I get a hand? Yeah, sure. Give me one. Is there any way that I can heal? Do you heal? Okay. Unfortunately, I can't heal here. Alright, everybody give me a few moments. I'll be right back. Gotta go help my partner with some stuff, but I will be right back if I remember. There it is. We can't let it start rolling out. Life gets dangerous when the milk cake starts rolling. I heard a zipline. They're probably coming up.
Yep. Other one's up.
Got him.
Good job, dude.
They should have known.
Get butted.
Get dingle hopped. Yeah, get dingle hopped, nerd. Okay, well, he's dead.
Yeah.
See, I told you. Revenged me for killing you.
Hard one, yes.
Nice.
You just took a game.
Wow. Damn. And a second time.
He's so good at it.
Damn, girl, get it!
What
Oh,
happened?
even jumped off the stage for the win. Oh my god.
Yes,
Oh, wow.
I love it.
I don't want to fight you anymore.
So there's a ledge. That, you know what, this seems like a safety hazard. Somebody needs to get a hold of OSHA. This is a safety hazard. Oh man, I punched the gun to death. Well, what kind of bullshit's that? Oh no. Let me just move out. Okay. Alright, and you're probably gonna run a bit, so pew. Hey, pre-fired right into his wiener, guys. I did it. I pre-fired my gun right into the dude's wiener. Alright, we're back in. But yeah, how did you like that, Papa? How did you like my little TV guide, BRB screen? I think I did a pretty good job with it. It's Cozy's Jaizu. That's what this stream is now. It's just everybody's Jaizu. I should just change the title. Everyone's Jaizu. Return. Alright, well, let's teach. Might as well teach to Pikachu. Okay, so this is still very much so Gen 3 in the sense that TMs cannot be reused, which is fine. That shouldn't be a big deal.
Not so fast. We have Pokemon. Let's see who's the stronger.
Yours might be a little bit stronger, seeing as how mine already has a little bit of damage to it. We're gonna hit Thundershock. It's just, oh. feel like that Eevee was tackling real hard. Okay. Can't win them all. But we will have to win that specific... I guess because we are on challenge mode, he would just hit tackle over and over again. Good timing. Would you like to have some tea? Join me. Oh, but it looks like your Pokemon's a little dirty. Would you like... Sure. It's like Pikachu looks content. He's done. Okay. I wonder if I highlight return, if it will tell me how much power it's doing at the moment. Okay, Bellsprout. This is what we wanted. All right. Okay, so it's currently power 31. That's not bad. Okay. I gotta say, this right here, just really good. It's like, I love this whole like info like right here. I wish Radical Red had this. I would absolutely love it if Radical Red had this. Hey, old Moondrop, how's it going? How is your Friday? Alright, I'm gonna chance it. It's only level 3. Jesus. Oh, that was such an unlucky crit. Doing good? Hell yeah, I love to hear that. Always love to hear people are doing well. Alright. Alright. Well, at the very least, when we do the Nuzlocke, we know there won't be a level cap for... Well, there is a level cap somewhere, but clearly I could train up at least a bit to get Pikachu strong enough against the Eevee to make that a little bit easier. Right, let's get up here at least, heal up. Then we can start checking out some areas. Like I said, I at least want to get the Bellsprout. I think the Bellsprout's going to be super useful. And granted, I should just catch... I gotta catch everything anyways, so... Alright. We'll make it a point to catch everything. Cool, and we got Premier Balls in this as well. Lovely. Alright. I like that Pidgey Sprite. That's a solid Pidgey Sprite. Alright, will you survive a Thundershock? Well, you certainly won't survive a crit, I can tell you that. Alright, Thundershock. Alright, we'll go one more Thundershock. Okay, I rolled that second one. Cool. Can you please quit critting me? Alright, and when it's paralyzed now, this should be a little bit better, right? Ayo, Juicy! How's it going? How is your Friday? What quest to get? Ooh, make the Ichiban Confectionery Company the #1 company. It's a solid quest. It's a solid quest. If you haven't played Like a Dragon before, it's probably one of my favorite things to do in that game. It was such a fun little just side quest to do. Plus, it makes you a crap ton of money so you can just buy anything and everything that you'd ever want. Alright, so we got the Bellsprout. Alright. Okay, I'm hoping that a level 2 Rattata... Alright. hope this will go well. It's Friday, had some gnarly health news yesterday, ooh, and took a day to process, and now I'm back to work. Okay, about to head to pharmacy, get new meds. Ugh. Yeah, getting any kind of news, especially medical news, is always rough. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I'm gonna use, where are we at with return? It went up 2 power. Let me get into Nightbot and turn off whatchamacallit, bag. Timers. We'll turn the fish off for now, because I don't have it up and running. I don't really want it up and running, and it's been acting wonky recently. Alright, and then all that's left is Oddish, right? So we'll probably just have Pikachu murder just about anything we run into, just to get some leveling out of the way. Alright, so I'm definitely thinking I will want to pick up, like, again, if it's still going to be generally the same. I want to pick up a Nidoran male for the team. Because I'm a sucker for, I mean, let's see how battle speed ×4 is, just to see. Because I saw that option, I was like, no, I feel like with where it's at, it's probably fine. Alright. Alright. Alright, that doesn't seem like it gets too crazy. Okay, I like that. I think a ×4 should probably be fine. Especially if we're just going to be trying to do some catching. If we get to the point of grinding, then I'll probably jack it all the way up. Which will be especially nice, because I hate turning up the speed in the emulator itself, because it just garbles the music. Having that just built in is really nice. Such a good touch. Yeah, that's so much better. I love that. That's such a good feature. Genuinely surprised that Pidgey survived. Okay, can I see Oddish again? Like, we ran into so many Oddishes, but I wonder if I can. Wonder if Oddish is like oddly like. I can't imagine Oddish is just oddly lower, right? Maybe just RNG's just doesn't love me. They're like, you already caught too many Pokemon. Get out of here. Alright, if I hit level 8, I'll switch to, like, Bellsprout to get Bellsprout working. Man, these Pidgeys are holding on all of a sudden. Come on, give me an Oddish. There we go. Alright. Alright, that didn't do much, so we can... Oh, okay. Get in the ball. Huge. Okay, cool. That should be everything in here, unless there's like an insanely rare spawn. But I'm gonna assume not, and I'm gonna say I'm good to go. And of course, back-to-back Oddishes. Game, you mock me. Why must you mock me, game? Alright, so over in, what is it, Route 22, you have the Nidorans, you have Spearows, and you have Mankeys normally. I'm interested to see what might be over here instead. Alright, another Rattata. Definitely slightly stronger Rattata. There's the Nidoran female. Well, there was the Nidoran female. Right. Level 8. Definitely gonna learn Thunder Wave. Growl can go away for all I care. Alright. I'm trusting in Bellsprout. I trust less than Bellsprout. Alright, we're gonna come out, hit a return. Alright, I'm gonna attempt a ball here. Good. I think we might run Spearow for a bit instead of Pidgey, because I always normally run Pidgey. Plus, if we can get Drill Peck going, that'd be kind of insane. Alright, let's go heal up, and pretty much so long as we don't run into... Well, actually, oh, I'm trying to remember. When does Nidoran female and male both learn Peck? Do they start with Peck? Or is that just like in the older games? Because Peck used to... Wait, was Peck always... I know Gust was oddly normal in Gen 1. Was Peck normal? Or were they at least smart about that? Alright, Nidoran male. Vine Whip. They have Peck. Alright, we don't worry about Leer. We hit return. Poison point, huh? We'll hit you with the Thunder Wave just so we can get that done. Battle. Ball. Huge. Alright. No nickname. Alright. Okay. Alright, so that's one thing I'm gonna have to watch out for when it comes to Nuzlocking. Is that poison does still do damage over time. Or I guess per step. Or was it every like 4th step or something like that as it normally is? Because you take 3, you wiggle in the grass, and then you reset everything. Not moving items. Oh, move Pokemon's up at the top. Oh, such a great change. Alright. We're switching out Rattata. No offense to you, buddy. Alright, that also being said, no offense to Bellsprout, but Bellsprout probably at a little bit of a disadvantage when it comes to this area over here. Alright, so we got... So we just need Nidoran female as of right now. Speaking of. I did not want to crit there. I thought I was safe because of the growl. Nidoran male. I'll just send out Pikachu and Thunder Shock this thing to death. Get some XP going. I also have to check like the typing on all the Pokemon to make sure I can't imagine any of the typings necessarily got changed, right? I will say one thing I do like about Radical Red is they made Psyduck and Golduck both part Psychic. Ooh. Alright, Nidoran male. I'm gonna need you to learn Double Kick sooner rather than later, buddy. Alright, I will say Static does seem to be popping off quite a lot. I'm cool with that. Classic early training. Which honestly, what I should probably do is I should probably just take Nidoran male to Route 1. Because his Peck would actually be really good. Get him a couple... Get him like an extra level or 2 down there real quick. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Just what I wanted to see. A little bit of XP there. Alright, Pidgey's. I was say Pidgey shouldn't be that much of a problem. Alright, level 6. Let's see if we can at least get one more level real quick. Come on, grass type. Really does not want to give me the grass type. There we go, finally. Alright. Alright, level 7 should help us out at least a little bit. Ba-da-ba. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, Nidorine female, please. Alright, even with a Leer, only 5 damage isn't bad. Poison point here is huge. Nice. Focus energy. Never gonna touch that. There's the Mankey. Please don't die. Alright, I'm gonna hope that that's gonna be enough. Huge. Alright, Mankey definitely joining the team. Alright, so now we're just missing Nidorine female. Granted, there could very well be another Pokemon that we just haven't seen yet, but I'm assuming because we at least got the... I just realized, why is it so dark? It's like 11... Like, I set the time to 11 a.m. Yeah, whatever. Alright. Mankey comes in. We'll say Oddish goes out. Pidgey will be the next one to vacate. Did you hit level 8 by chance? You did. Alright. We'll put Mankey out front. Only because Mankey at least doesn't have to worry too much about... Actually, I wonder. Right? Just one Nidorine female, please. Alright, so we want to avoid Spearows and... Okay. Mankey v Mankey. You hitting Leer makes me sad. That did 5 damage. I gotta swap. Alright. Swapping into Bellsprout. That did 6 damage, God. Man, this Rattata must be in like the top 1% of Rattata. My God. Alright. Heal up. I will say I'm so glad for Auto Run. Auto Run is such a nice feature. Come on, just meter and female, please. Oh, thank God it clicked Tail Whip. Ooh, finally, fighting move. That also being said, I don't feel like leaving just yet. If I gotta do some swip swappies. Let's see if we can't get Bellsprout at least a little bit going. Well, that's not gonna get Bellsprout going. There we go. Alright. Fine win. Fine. Alright, just stay in the ball. Nice. Okay, cool. Alright, so that should be everything from that area. Now the real question is, how different is Route 2 gonna be? I don't think Route 2 should be all that different, right? From Route 1. I think it may be it might add like 1 or 2 Pokemon at best. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's not gonna add that much. So let's head up. Oh yeah, I don't think I... Just out of curiosity. Hey, those Pokemon. Nicknames. Trainer school. Is there anything actually interesting in here? Any Pokemon difficult? Dexnav. Oh, nice. Real quick, I could have sworn, maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn Dexnav was an achievement from what I saw. All the trainers and whatnot. Yeah, obtain the Dexnav. Why did that not? Oh, do I need to like log into retro achievements every single time? Oh, I need to start retro achievements. Oh, god damn it. I didn't realize I had to start retro achievements. Oh, auto start retro achievements. All right. Log out and enable achievements. Enable sound effects, test official, a game of view achievement list. Alright. Alright, so do I need to... Oh, interesting. Where is that? Dexnav, okay. I don't know, like... I don't know what those... Okay. Alright, so just because... Alright, so I guess we'll just have to get that one again later. Which kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Well, I already was in the crew, but I'm officially medically in the Hard of Hearing. Honestly, Hard of Hearing is probably not that bad, all things considered. Oh. Okay. Alright, well, we'll have to get that achievement later. So, it's good to check things out. So, I'll just have to remember to do this later. Oh, what? Hello? Okay, I heard it pop, but I didn't actually see it. Okay, yeah. So it did unlock. But I didn't see it pop. Alright. Is there something that I have to do for that? Log out, enable achievements and presence, enable hardcore mode, test unofficial achievements. It doesn't look like it, so whatever. I might just have to grab a screenshot and actively like edit it into when I do my video, which that's fine. So that's what I gotta do. That's what I gotta do. All right. So anything else that I want to check out? It doesn't immediately look like it. Route 2, no tree. I can't. All right, what's in here? Anything interesting? All right, Pidgey, technically mildly interesting. We can get a Weedle out here. Interesting. Ah, that's gonna take way too long. All right, Binky. And of course you get poisoned. Pokeball. Weedle, honestly, a solid Pokemon. Though I don't see any need for dealing with Mankey or dealing with Weedle as of right now. You know what, honestly, it's probably gonna be a little bit of a pain to get Bellsprout up a little bit, because there's not a lot Bellsprout can be super effective against early on. Right, I'm not about to deal with getting poisoned again. I was gonna say, I don't think you're gonna have Gust yet, so I'm not too worried about it. Alright, I gotta move for that. Alright, if I can find Weedles in here, I'm imagining we can find Caterpies. Switch to Pikachu, it's just gonna be easier. It'll at least get Mankey to 7. Alright, let's bring in Spearow. Alright, will Peck kill it? It will not kill it. That being said, I don't want to do any more. Again, Caterpie into Butterfree, certainly not a bad option, but I think I'm good for right now. Alright, yeah, keep giving me more grass. Alright, I'm gonna also assume that's probably just gonna be the Rattata, the Pidgey, the Bellsprout, the Oddish, and then Pidgey, or not Pidgey, Caterpie Weedle. I'm assuming that's probably going to be the extent of what we can run into here. At least would be my option. Alright. Alright. The fact that you're faster than me makes me mildly worried. That being said, let's send out Bellsprout. Maybe Bellsprout can at least Vine Whip this thing to death. Or not. God. Alright. It's Caterpie on some like demon energy right now. Alright, Spearow hit 5. Bellsprout finally hit 4. Ba-ba. Ba-da-ba. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. Alright, we'll do one last check through. Maybe we're missing something, maybe we're not. I'm assuming probably not, right? Alright, solid work, Spearow. Alright, I gotta pay attention to the Caterpies, because that one Caterpie had like a green tummy. Like, was it a different color because of its gender? No. Of course you poisoned. Alright, let's at least get Spearow the level before we run down. Spearow learning Leer, kind of useless. Bother fighting because I want to see what's in here now. You got anything? Burning Forest, maze in there. Bum, bum. Give me here. There we go. I was not expecting you to be battle. Poison point. Rude. I was not paying attention. Minky, you go out. Frickin' course, poison point. Alright, we're risking it. Yeah! Alright, well, these two are gonna die. Man, I'm gonna have to be incredibly careful when I do the Nuzlocke. Like, if I even have an inkling that something has like poison point, I'm gonna have to avoid contact like it's no one's business. Alright, so I was gonna say normal spawns in Viridian Forest are Caterpie, Weedle, Metapod, Kakuna, and occasionally Pikachu. The real question is, what extra things are going to be added in here? Oddish and Bellsprout, probably not a big surprise, right? Extra Pokeball is good. I'm not going to bother with the Pidgey. I'm not good at raising Pokemon. It seems like you could be better at Pokemon. Are you able to defeat all the trainers around you? Okay, so defeat all the trainers, and I'm going to guess he's going to give us a Pokemons? Alright, attack the Weedle. Dead Weedle. Level 8. Alright, so the only one that is not... Oh, let's get Mankey out front. So we can at least get everybody to level 8 first. Oddish, eh? Potion's probably going to be useful. Maybe we go check items real quick. Alright, level 8 on Mankey, kind of huge. Alright, maybe we just start doing some touch training. We got plenty of flying moves. Alright, do we bother catching the cocoon? It has Poison Sting. Alright. In that case, let's send out... Which it makes sense that it has Poison Sting. It evolved from a Weedle, it should have Poison Sting. Right, I'm gonna see if I can just catch it now. Save us the trouble of having to evolve a Kakuna later. Alright, I'm gonna try one more. Alright, that works for me. Alright, Metapod. Yeah, that's just gonna be too much to have to deal with. Alright, nothing like a crit to finish off your problems, right? Antidote's gonna be decent to have. Alright, learning growth is really good. Alright, so yeah, looks like greener tummy meat. And maybe that's what the one setting for the Pokemon colors meant. Right? Yeah, unique and standard. So I'm guessing Jaizu just took the time to essentially give colors to each individual, like male, female. Alright, I should start switching to Spearow. Alright, potion. And potion. Alright. Let's head back. I'm assuming we should probably be able to handle the first trainer no problem. Realistically, not going to start with Bellsprout to say the least, but you know, we should be in a reasonable enough spot. I'm not going to bother training up the Pidgey, though theoretically that would be a good idea just to get closer to the whole filling out the Pokedex, but I will worry about that afterwards. Yeah, so this one's like slightly darker. I'm gonna get so paranoid that I've somehow missed a shiny because of the different colors. Alright. Let's just start with Pikachu and see how we do against the first trainer. Alright, luckily no poisons off the Poison Sting, which is kind of huge. Alright, I need to stop rapid clicking A. Alright, Pikachu 9, not bad. Alright, let's run back and heal. Then we can go through all the trainers, see what this guy wants to give us. I'm wondering if he's going to give us like a Bulbasaur or the Squirtle. Because I feel like that'd be really useful to have for going up against Brock. I mean, 20 bucks says, like, for this specific challenge, we're gonna go real vanilla with our team for the most part. We're obviously gonna have Pikachu, gonna run Squirtle, Charmander, Bulbasaur. So that's 4, and we got, what, 2 more spots? Heck, maybe we just go full Ash's team and take one of the Snorlaxes. And then... I don't think I want to go Lapras. I don't think doubling down on water is necessarily a great choice, per se, but I'm trying to think of what would be a good option to deal with. I was not paying attention. I didn't think we had another Pokemon left, to be honest. But yeah, once we get through the forest, it's pretty much train until we hit level cap. Then we go take on Brock. Yeah, Spearow's is essentially just going to help us hard clear this entire area, which I'm fine with. This will be good training for old Spearow here. That's just okay. So it is just me rapid clicking way too much. Pot again. I don't know if this ROM hack has an XP share option, but I would love an XP share option. Alright, your last one. Ayo, PX, how's it going, dude? How is your Friday going? Alright, so that shouldn't have been the last trainer. Let's head back and talk to what's his face being all boohoo. I don't think I'm a good trainer. This guy up here. Yeah. Using Pokemon, you defeated every trainer in version for Bulbasaur deserves a great trainer. You interested? Yes. Hell yeah. Alright, so we got the achievement. Again, I wish it kind of actually had the pop-up. No. Alright, so that being said, I guess we don't need Bellsprout anymore. I didn't think we were gonna get Bulbasaur this soon. And Bulbasaur is going to be so much easier to deal with than Bellsprout only having Vine Whip. At least Bulbasaur will have Tackle. Going great. Had a very short day at work. Hell yeah. Slept some hours, and now I'm waiting for a friend to play the... Ooh, Battlefield beta. Nice. So this is specifically Pokemon Recharged Yellow, and... it has its own achievement list in retro achievements. And my goal, ooh, and it's already a level 10? Hell yeah. All right. I'm gonna switch out the Pidgey because I know I'm not gonna need the Pidgey. Now it's Bellsprout, that's gonna be the next. Yeah, so I'm super excited. I'm planning on doing a whole video going over, okay, this is what I did, and slash this is a guide on how to get all of the achievements. Overgrowth already has Leech Seed and Vine Whip. Hell yeah. Yeah, only on emulators. I'm sure somewhere in some way, shape, and form, like you could probably take the ROM for the emulator itself, and if like you knew, if you had the know-how how to like actually put it onto a cartridge, you absolutely could. That being said, I don't think you'd be able to actually get the achievements to go along with them, because Retro Achievements is essentially its own separate website that you essentially log into through your emulator. I don't know why I went around the long way. Also, let's put Spearow back out front, so if we run into anything, we can most likely just nuke it real quick. Let's see. I want to get to... Pewter. Make sure there's nothing funky going around in there. After we do that, then we can go fight the rival fight. Evolution cancel. We're not stopping any evolutions here. All right, we already know everything in Route 2. Okay, there's some berries up there. No way to get into Diglett Cave early. Ooh, that's a different looking house. Okay. But this neat little ROM hack is based off of Pokemon Emerald. That's why I have the game set to Pokemon Emerald. And it's pretty much a general remake of, or I guess a reimagining of Pokemon Yellow. And it has 170 Pokemon in it in total. Alright, Pewter City, especially Pewter a rare. I don't want to spend $500 on that. What? Team Rocket, Mount Moon. Those two are just trading, right? I wonder what you have to do for trading evolutions in this. I'm so hyped for the new Pokemon. Just pre-order it. Nice. I'm also super stoked for Legends ZA. Really, only a Pokeball up here? I thought it was it should have been a Nugget up here. I call shenanigans. Alright, not worried about any of that. I don't remember there being a house. No, I do remember there being a house. I don't think it normally goes up this high. I don't think we need to buy any more Pokeballs. There's never anything actually in here. Alright, okay, then that guy's just gonna take me back to the thing. Okay. Alright, let's head back towards... I'm trying to think. We'll keep Pikachu out front. Really want to play all the Pokemon games again? I understand that. The Pokemon games are just so much fun. Glad to be here? Hell yeah. But no, I absolutely enjoy the Pokemon games. They're all loads of fun. At some point I need to do a playthrough of Platinum, because that's the only mainline game that I've never gone. Okay, Wild Butterfree. Huh. We know it's already gonna go first. Let's try Premier Ball. I was not expecting to run into Butterfree here. Damn. Alright, sorry Pikachu. That's my bad. Alright, I'm gonna hit Peck once. Killed Pikachu for no reason. Alright, well it's nice to know that you can run into Butterfrees here. Which probably means you could probably... like there's a chance you could run into Pidgeotos here too. Because I remember that being a big thing in Pokemon Yellow. Hey, it happens. I mean, more often than not, I'm not normally streaming this early. Usually by the time I'm streaming, you're getting ready to go to bed. Oh, by the way, how have you been enjoying the Battlefield 6 beta? If you've been in it at least once already. From the little bit that I've seen other people playing of it, it looks good. I've never actually played any of the Battlefield games myself. Yeah, my bedtime is at 10 p.m. at the moment. Okay, normally we are live over around 1. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, how does a 44 return do? I mean, not bad. If I can get at least one more level on Pikachu before we do the rival fight, I'd be very happy. Alright, thank God that was a poison sting, because knowing my luck I would have been poisoned. Not enough for a level yet. Damn. Got one more fight? Okay, maybe we'll get a fight down here. So at least that way we'll be at least a step closer towards... Hello? Okay. Alright, perfect. That should be one shot. Alright, solid. Alright, so we should have Brock pretty well cleared here. Between Bulbasaur, Bellsprout, Mankey. I'm assuming by the time I get everybody up to level cap, Nidoran male, and maybe even Pikachu, because I know Pikachu can generally learn double kick. I don't know if they'll have it in here. I would imagine they will. Ooh, berries. Okay, I'm glad somebody finally put some Pecha berries. Alright, until we get a watering can, I'm not going to worry about any of that. Alright, I'm going to save here on the off chance that things go bad, and then I can Chivos? Oh. Interesting. Like, there's little Chivos in here as well on top of it. Which I don't think all of these are... Yeah, I'll... The hidden type. Karate Master, unlock it. Huh. Alright, so there's... Alright, cool. Alright, Battlefield is great again. I played every game and it feels like old Battlefield 4. I know I've heard people talk great things about Battlefield 4. Same for Call of Duty. I started playing with Black Ops 6 again last year. It was so great. I will pre-order Black Ops 7. Okay. That's fair. Alright, if you're gonna send out Eevee, I'm gonna send out Mankey. The fact that it literally held on with one, I call shenanigans. I heard Pokemon League training, yep. Had a break from Call of Duty since 2016. Okay, that's fair. So, I started Call of Duty with Call of Duty Big Red 1. And then... I didn't get like super deep into it after that. I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. I know a lot of friends talked about it, and I played it on the GameCube, which also probably doesn't help a whole lot. But I didn't get deep into Call of Duty until Call of Duty 4. And then from there, I played all the way up through Advanced Warfare. And then after Advanced Warfare, I just stopped playing. I played some Warzone when it came out. But other than that, I haven't actually touched whatchamacallit. I haven't actually touched Call of Duty. And the last time I enjoyed Halo was technically Halo 5. Though if you want to be super like serious, I haven't enjoyed Halo multiplayer since Halo Reach. Like other 4 and 5's multiplayer, they were okay. It's just they didn't hit the same for me. Reach was the pinnacle, in my opinion. Started with Call of Duty Ghosts, ended with Black Ops 3, played some Warzone, but that wasn't fun for like, yeah, you know what, that's fair. Quick attack. Yeah, we'll get rid of Tail Whip. I'll take a priority move. Priority move could probably help us out. Didn't really play Halo, just the first game of the series. That's fair. I didn't get introduced to Halo until Halo 2. Because I never owned a regular Xbox. And by the time I was introduced to Halo 2, I was in high school? And it was like a year or so before the 360 came out. Heck, it might have even been the year that the 360 came out. But yeah. If anyone ever asks, I will gladly tell them that Halo Reach was peak Halo. I had Halo for the regular Xbox back in the day. Didn't really play other Halo games, but the first one had a lot of nostalgia. I will say, when they came out with the Master Chief Collection, and you could essentially get put into any kind of multiplayer game from any of the series, whenever I was put into any of the like Halo 1 maps, and as like in those game modes, I enjoyed them. They were a lot of fun. Also, I made sure to always use the pistol, because that thing's busted. I don't know what they were thinking making the pistol that strong. Only reason why I'm training in here is because we can find the evolved Pokemon, and those will give us a good chunk of XP. That being said, let's also turn the battle speed up to 6, so that way this can go just a smidge faster. Alright, what are we clicking? Still clicking Thunderbolt. It's got 10 of those left. Play Halo for the campaign only. I mean, that's fair. I know back in my day, if I even had the option to play regular Halo, I would have never been able to play Halo Online. The only time I played any kind of Halo 2 multiplayer was when me and my friends would all be hanging out and we'd have a giant LAN party. I didn't get into like online gaming until senior year of high school, when my one friend down the road, like, he had really good internet and I finally got a 360, and me and him, we'd play a lot of Halo 3 multiplayer and Rainbow Six Vegas multiplayer. Rainbow Six Vegas multiplayer was so good. My last LAN party was 7 years ago for World of Warcraft. I've never touched World of Warcraft. Oh, we're out of... Okay. Alright, let's at least get one more level for Pikachu, then we'll swap. One more level, Pikachu. Come on, buddy. Got like 3,000 hours. My life was terrible back then. I mean, fair enough. Like I don't judge anybody for enjoying World of Warcraft. It's just MMOs never seem to hold my attention in any way, shape, and form. And World of Warcraft especially always rubbed me the wrong way because it was all like, oh yeah, by the way, you gotta pay a monthly fee to, you know, actually play the game. And I'm like, no, I'm not paying a monthly fee to play a game. That always felt weird to me. Just playing all day, drinking Monster Energy, eating chips. yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. How many uses does Peck have? $35. Okay, so we could probably essentially get through 35 battles with Spearow. Because most everything I'm gonna imagine we're gonna one-shot. Okay, now we have Fury Attack to kind of lean back on, which is okay. Which that will come in real handy when it comes to the battle speed being 6 times. Like 430 pounds fat? Jeez. Well, I'm glad you clearly turned your life around, because I never would have guessed that you were ever that heavy, man. Good for you. Good for you. $242? Nice. Not too shabby whatsoever, my man. I mean, this is slightly above the average weight for my height, but it's still in the healthy area, which is perfect. It's like whatever's, you know, sitting right where you're still able to be, you know, feel healthy, feel good. That's all that really matters. Waiting for a shiny Weedle. I mean, with how just like mindlessly I'm just clicking A over and over again, that shiny Weedle's probably gonna die. Not gonna lie. Alright, anytime Pidgeys show up, I might just start clicking Fury Attack to save me some pecs. Alright. So it doesn't look like 14's the cap. Alright. I'm assuming 15's probably going to be the cap, if I had to guess. Because that's normally where I would stop anyways. For Weedle, right? But even if 15 isn't the cap, I will stop at 15, because I don't normally go higher than 15. Plus, going to 15 is probably just going to end up taking forever. Bum, 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 bum. Yep, that's it. So, I don't know what the actual coloring of a shiny Weedle is, but I will say, in this ROM hack, all males and females have different coloring. So just because it looks a little off doesn't mean that it's shiny. I'm hoping that if there are, it's like, I'm imagining there are shinies. I'm hoping if, like, shiny Pokemon have a star instead of a gender symbol. I was about to say, I would imagine that the shinies probably have some kind of a star symbol on the little, I guess, tab, if you will. Because that's what a lot of ROM hacks tend to do. And of course, the sound effect and animation. Yeah, I was like, I don't think you would just kind of, you know, be like, okay, this one's shiny, surprise. Because I can not have any kind of fanfare for it. Because they are, yeah. Oh, we're out of PP. All right. All right, let's at least get to 15. We can. My mom always told me that I'm special. Took me 17 years to understand that she meant stupid. Ooh, I'm sure that's not what she actually meant. But I'm sure in some scenarios that's probably exactly what she meant. But I would imagine 90% of the time she meant it with love. Okay, yeah, I didn't get any extra XP after that. 15 is definitely the cap, which that's perfectly fine with me. That's where I would go anyways. I'm hoping that level caps are going to make a little bit more sense in... Yes, so what I'm trying to do is I am going to try and knock out all of the achievements in essentially just 2 playthroughs. So this is the challenge mode with level cap. And then after this, I want to do challenge mode, level cap, Nuzlocke. And that should essentially just knock out all of the achievements in one go. Now, granted, I guess it might technically take more than 2 playthroughs, because let's be real, I'm realistically gonna lose a Nuzlocke at least a couple times, right? But two full playthroughs should get me all the achievements. At least that's my plan. Recharged Emerald and recharged Yellow. Yeah, GZ here. There is like I definitely want to check out Recharged Emerald at some point as well. That's probably going to be down the list. Does Recharged Emerald have retro achievements along with it as well? Because if it does, I'm 100% there. Other than that, depending on what you're looking for, what you're trying to do, if you're looking for just like generic kind of Pokemon, but like with the twist on it, Pokemon Infinite Fusion's really good, really fun, just absolute shenanigans. It's if you end up seeing any of my YouTube shorts, PX, that's what the majority of my shorts are from, is Pokemon Infinite Fusions. If you're looking for something with even more of a twist, if you really like Yu-Gi-Oh like I do, Poké-Duel is really insane. It turns Fire Red into essentially all the Pokemon and like all the major trainers into Yu-Gi-Oh characters and Yu-Gi-Oh monsters. If you're looking for something that's like a little bit more of a challenge but an interesting take, Pokemon Emerald Rogue, I have an entire playlist on my YouTube channel. That one was a lot of fun. Let's see, if you're looking for something like insanely challenging, like I'm talking you want to essentially play competitive Pokemon at all times while you're playing the game, Radical Red. I personally don't care for it because I'm not sweaty like that when it comes to Pokemon. I like to be very chill with my Pokemon. But that's definitely something that's really good. If you want something that's got a very interesting take on like battling when it comes to Pokemon, my playthrough of Poke Emblem, which essentially turns Fire Red into a Fire Emblem game. Very fun, very quick too. It's not like a crazy, it doesn't take super long to get through everything. It's all pretty good. I will say there were some things that I had to like look up to see what in the world was going on. It wasn't like very intuitive in certain points, but yeah, it's like Poke Emblem was really good. It will eventually have them? Hell yeah. Alright. Well, when that day comes, again, depending on how long it takes me to get through all the achievements in this, but I'll definitely be doing another 100% playthrough of Pokemon Emerald, or Pokemon Recharged Emerald. I don't know why I want to keep saying like color then recharged. But I know I myself, oh wait, why am I leaving? I know like if I don't think I've retweeted anything in a hot minute, but I know I constantly get things on my Twitter feed for different fan-made Pokemon games, because the algorithms got me locked in on that.
I am the hype!
Ayo, PX, thank you so much for the Prime sub. Take that, Jeff Bezos. Get out of here. Give me your monies. Anyways, my buddy's online. Yeah, go play some Battlefield. I appreciate you stopping by. I hope you have a great time with the beta. I hope you get all the kills and none of the deaths. Yeah, good morning. I take it you slept pretty pretty well after Chester's stream. BF6 looks cool. Yeah, I'm not looking to play it myself anytime soon. Like I was saying earlier, I've never actually played any of the Battlefields before. I'm gonna assume Minky's probably gonna have a little bit of a better time up in here. But I'm also not nearly as competitive as I used to be. So a lot of like multiplayer games don't hold the same appeal to me anymore, which is kind of sad. Pre-ordered the most expensive version, but it's really fun. I mean, it does seem like a game that's right up your alley, so that doesn't surprise me one bit. Beta is free to play though. Okay, you can play it until Sunday. Nice. Free beta isn't up yet. Or maybe you're, or PX, do you have like the beta? Oh, beta. PX is all the way out in Germany, so it is probably the next day for, or damn close to the next day for himself. So he might technically have access to it a little early. I don't know. Not really. I had a rough night last night. Ooh. But when I finally fell asleep properly, slept all right. Nice. Oh, okay. Got a key. Okay. Gotcha. I know my my one buddy, he's been playing in the beta, so it wouldn't surprise me if he bought it as well. But yeah, for me, it is 1 o'clock here. And just, you know, just in case anybody does want to know, I'm specifically from like, well, I'm currently in Florida. I'm not from Florida. I do not claim Florida as my home. I'm just here. Spain, ooh, fun. Yeah, so it's gonna be probably a little rough to get Mankey up, but that's fine. Alright, let's get Pikachu in Nidoran Mail. I bet Spain would be a really great place to visit. Like, I honestly have no idea what I would do in Spain or where I would visit in Spain, but I would still, I feel like that'd be just like one of those like just really beautiful areas of the world to go and visit. And just kind of just soak in the surroundings and the culture. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of thinking maybe we don't get everybody up to... We don't get everybody up to 15. Pikachu's pretty much already here. Might as well get Pikachu up to level cap. And if Pikachu does learn double kick, that'd be just super useful. Maybe I'll just lead with Bulbasaur. See if I can get Bulbasaur at least some experience along the way. Because let's be real, Pikachu and Bulbasaur are probably gonna hard carry for Misty. Plus, it'll be a lot easier to train, like Bulbasaur and Mankey in Mount Moon, to say the least. Been to Barcelona. It was nice. I'm not a city person though, so a bit crowded. That's fair. I don't know how much it would cost, but I would love to go see a soccer game. out in Spain. Watch Barcelona just, you know, honestly play against anybody would be really cool. Alright, one more level for Pikachu. Please show me all the Metapods, all the Kakunas, maybe throw in a Butterfree here and there. Heck, I'd also be cool if you threw me a Pidgeotto, if that's even an option in this. Though I would have to imagine so. I mean, I ran into a freaking Butterfree, which means also there should be a chance for Beedrill, right? Oh, ooh, up to 53 power on return. Love to see that. I'm trying to remember, what does return power cap at when you hit max so what's the deal? So long story short, it is a ROM hack of Pokemon Emerald, but it follows along with Pokemon Yellow. So its whole, I guess, storyline, if you will. So pretty much it's pretty much a take on if when they did the Fire Red Leaf Green games, if they also did a Pokemon Yellow version. And then there's a total of 170 Pokemon, so there's a bit extra than what you would normally have. And there are, I don't think there were rematches in Fire Red and Leaf Green, so there's also gym rematches that you can do as well, which I would imagine you do those after you beat the Elite Four. And the main reason why we're doing this is it also has retro achievements attached to it. And I know I've been wanting to try retro achievements, and my plan is to essentially go through 2 full playthroughs, get all the achievements, and make essentially a quick little guide slash this is how I got Shiny Oddish! Shiny Oddish! Alright, we're gonna Thunder Wave it. Thunder Shock it. Thunder Shock it again. One more time.
Yeah, we got our first shiny. Let's go.
Who would have guessed? To be honest, the fact that I've already found a shiny kinda wild. So I'm gonna take it that either A, I got just stupid lucky, or just like most other ROM hacks, this has the I'm gonna say no to double team. Alright, so no double kick for Pikachu. That's fair. That's fair. The shiny encounter rate is probably a bit higher than your what normal 1 in 2,000 or whatever. Or wait, no, it's 1 in, is it 6,000 and change? I'm just so used to remembering the general amount that the shiny rate is for after you get the shiny, which I think that's like 2,000 and change. So it is probably closer to like the high 5s for your average encounter rate for shiny, which a lot of the times in a lot of ROM hacks they'll reduce it to like 1 in a couple of hundred, maybe 1 in like 1,000 more. It's like at most. I wonder if I could just double kick a Pidgey to death. No, let's find out. Alright, double kicks for Pidgeys, got it. And do peck. on, give me a couple Metapods, a couple Kakunas. I wanna peck them to death. Having this turned up to 6, you know what? Honestly, I might just keep it at 6 speed for the battle. Because this is just genuinely really nice. Like, maybe I'll want to slow it down for, like, actual gym battles, but I mean, I might take it at least a little bit slower when it comes to, when I do the Nuzlocke run. I might drop the speed down from 6 to 4, but I think I might just keep it at 6 here. I think I'm gonna get Nidoran Mail up to 15. Perfect. Alright. I think we start off with Bulbasaur and kind of just go from there. Just to try and save us a little bit of time. Not that I think this is gonna be necessarily like a walk in the park by any stretch. I don't think it's gonna go super great. I may end up having to redo my plan, but shouldn't be the worst idea. Alright, if Brock is still, like, the generic Brock, then all it should really be is go in here, hit, okay, so 2 trainers instead of 1. Interesting. Okay, Geodude. Alright. Let's put Vine Whip out front. We knew Vine Whip was gonna one-shot. Okay, only... Hi, Liam. Stop right there, kid. You're 10th... Okay, cool. Liam still says the same stuff. Good. Geodude. Vine Whip. Boom. Switch. Sandshrew. I was gonna say Vine Whip won't do nearly as much, but that's fine. Alright, cool. I'm going to save in front of Brock, because if I lose, I don't want to lose money. I don't think we'll lose. I think we have enough here going for us. Alright, Brock, what do you got? Show me what you got. Alright, you got 3, so you have 1 more Pokemon than usual? Alright. Alright, 13. Ammonite, okay. I don't think that withdrawal's good. Okay, that withdrawal actually helped. Alright, we almost got Bulbasaur up to, I tried. Alright, we're gonna throw out Nidoran Male, and we're gonna go for double kicks. Ooh, that did not do a lot. Alright, Nidoran. Kicking its way to the top. Took you for granted, so I lost. Alright, give me that boulder badge. Flash outside of battle. Oh, okay, so it puts it all down at the bottom. Okay, take this with you. Mega Machine. Rock Tomb. Alright. Alright, so... I know y'all won't be able to see it, but I do want to double check to make sure. Alright.
And I kick her, sir.
Alright, yeah, so we got Defeat Brock on normal with Nuzlocke off. We got Defeat Brock on challenge with level cap. Perfect. So now there's normal Nuzlocke mode, challenge Nuzlocke mode, and then challenge Nuzlocke level cap. So yeah. So we got 2 out of that one. So now we can at least move forward and hopefully we can start training up the other mons that we're gonna have at least a little bit of trouble. Ba-da-ba. Alright. Bulbasaur's almost 15. Alright, and Bellsprout's just kind of along for the journey at the moment. There's 20 bucks says I'm going to swap Bellsprout out for one of the next things that we can actually catch. Alright, anything down here? No. Alright. You, first fight. Alright, let's get Bulbasaur up to 15. Then we can start working on Mankey. I'm not worried about my evasiveness. I didn't want to switch. Pidgey probably should have switched. Gust hurts, but I believe in the Soar. Alright, up to 15. Poison Powder. I will take Poison Powder over Growl. I'm not going to worry about Sleep Powder. Alright, let's swap to the Mankey. See if we can't start getting Mankey. Some levels. I didn't want to try a double battle. I will say that right now. I did not want to try a double battle. Alright, 4 damage. Can... Alright, as long as it doesn't crit again, I'll be... I won't switch, only because I want Mankey to get some sick amount of XP here. We'll take the Confusion, we'll hit the Peck. Mankey level 10, which is great. Doesn't really matter what's coming out, I'm sending out Mankey. Alright, I'm slower now. Alright, you can keep using String Shot all you want. Oh, what a okay, that worked out really well. Alright, let's go heal up so we can keep Mankey on the rise. Once everybody's at cap on 15, then we can just kind of casually go forward. And we'll worry about Misty after we visit Bill. I don't think it should take too long to get through Mount Moon by any stretch. The biggest thing is, am I gonna mess around in Mount Moon to the point where I have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, to get Clefairy? Because I know Clefairy can be a rare spawn. And I don't know if I'll necessarily... Oh, thank God. Oh, Karate Chop. Now we're talking. Okay. Ekans doesn't help us out here a whole lot. Let's go Pikachu. I trust in the Chew. How bad off is Mankey? Mankey's bad off. Got it. And we go back. Arguably not necessarily the funnest way to have to do things, but it's the smartest way. Ba-ba-da-ba. Did those fights. Alright, you. If I can afford it, I will do the fight down below. Which I'm going to assume I probably can't based off of this. Alright, let's switch into Nidoran Male so we can avoid any poison. Okay, send out Mankey. Kakuna comes out. Send out Spearow because reasons. think that's going to be Caterpie, so I think we can scratch our way to victory. Yeah, I was going to say, I think Bug's oddly resists fighting, though I feel like it should at least be neutral. I don't care if you're faster than me. Alright, that's 12 on Mankey, which is huge. I can't remember where it's at in here, but I know there's an invisible item in here. Mankey v Mankey? Oh, God. Okay. Alright. You asked for it. Up one? There it is. I'll probably worry about held items closer to Misty, if I do at all. 20 bucks says once we get to the Nuzlocke playthrough, then I will worry about held items. Alright, do this fight up here. Meow, perfect. Great job. Gotta go for scratches because yeah, I don't know if it's like just me or what, but Poison Point and Static sure do seem to go off a lot in this game. But that was some good levels for Mankey there. I think we have a Clefairy coming up here soon. And so long as what's the word I'm looking for? As long as like fairy typing hasn't been like added into this and it's still pretty much just Gen 3, but obviously like minor changes of what you can and can't get in this, I feel like I should be okay. Only 3 damage is pretty useful. We're not gonna worry about Metapod. We're gonna keep scratching. Alright, I'm pretty safe with what's the word I'm looking for? Jigglypuff. Alright. Karate Chop. Super effective, love to see it. Alright, cool. I think we can get Jigglypuff in here. We'll Karate Chop the Rattata. Karate Chop? It might not be bad to start training up the Sandshrew. So that way I have a solid ground type for Lieutenant Surge. Alright, I'm not about to deal with the Spearow. I know that's gonna be death for Mankey. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna try a Pokeball because I think another scratch is gonna kill it. Perfect. Alright. Again, I'm fairly confident that Jigglypuff should show up in here. So we're gonna give this a couple of go-rounds, hope for it to show up. Or we'll just see nothing but Rattata. Which, I mean, it's fine. That's getting Mankey okay experience. Alright, Mankey. don't deal with this Spearow because one peck's gonna hurt so much. Fine, we'll fight. Is that what you wanted, Spearow? Go away. This Spearow will not leave me alone. My God. Okay, seriously, can I get something other than just... Alright. Alright. I'm fairly certain that this technically doesn't change routes, so whatever grass is over here will still work for what we're trying to do. I'm gonna imagine that there's not gonna be any NPCs where it's like, hey, you need to talk to this person twice type of deal. For any reason. Ba-ba-da-ba. Free Magikarp. Alright, so that takes care of that. I believe there's an item. Yep, I was gonna say. Pretty soon there's an item right there. Crypto Rock, Geodude. Boulder Badge. I was gonna say, I don't think this guy down here does anything. Alright, let's see if we can get our freaking Jigglypuff. Oh, I should have grabbed out the Sandshrew. Alright, let's grab the Sandshrew so that way we can at least start to have something go for us. Granted, I will also, by the time I make it to Surge, I should also have ooh, even the sprite is shiny. That's great. I love being able to actually just tell the difference. I'm gonna put them right next to each other. But yeah, Sandshrew will make a nice addition to the team. At worst, we just add him into the team for good work, Sandshrew. That being said, it'll probably just be faster for me to do touch battles. That's nothing. I will say one thing about me planning on doing it this way is I don't really have to worry about just making sure I'm constantly talking or anything like that, because I can easily just, because I mean I'm gonna be mostly just voicing over and showing things off. So if chat gets a little quiet, not a big deal. I can kind of just focus in. I mean, granted, I'm still gonna do my best to, you know, do the number one rule of streaming, which is always be talking, but it won't, like, this is much more of a chill, hey, I'm doing this so that way I can essentially double content. because if anybody really wants to see how long this ends up actually taking, they can definitely go through all the live streams. Alright, at what point do we decide that Jigglypuff doesn't exist in here? For a second there I was like, oh my god, shiny Sandshrew, but no, just different colored. Different colored. I do gotta say, I do like the kind of the darker yellow. I think that ends up looking really good. Okay, still not yet. Still not quite what I want out of damage. Alright, if we make it to Sandshrew level 10 without seeing a Jigglypuff, I'll say screw it. At worst, if I need to come back, I can... Actually, wait. We faced the Jigglypuff. Let me just double check to see... Oh, okay, so Jigglypuff is in this area. Definitely in this area. Alright, so I guess we just keep going. Because I would like to... Okay, so if we... Alright, new plan. If we get Sandshrew to 15... before we see a Jigglypuff, then we'll just move on and we'll come back for Jigglypuff, because it looked like there was a way to get Jigglypuffs on the way to Saffron. If we do get a Jigglypuff earlier, I will probably go into Mount Moon earlier. Because we don't necessarily need Sandshrew to be keeping up with everybody at the moment. Alright, depending on what we get next, like either the Squirtle or the Charmander, will probably really determine how we handle the team. Because as much as Spearow is a genuinely good Pokemon, if I get Charmander, I might as well just swap out Spearow for Charmander, because it's not like I'm gonna actually need a flying type specifically. We could just teach Fly to Charizard. Alright, if Sandshrew could learn at least like one more move. Like Scratch isn't bad, but I would like to have at least one more move. Maybe at level 10. 10 sounds like a solid number for a new move. Alright, Sandshrews now level 10. No new move, but okay, level 10. Let's see how Sandshrew handles a fight. solid damage. All right. I think we can probably cook with Sandshrew at this point. Yeah, let's go heal up, but I think I can trust Sandshrew at this point. So now we could probably go through this a little bit faster without having to constantly switch. Which that'll be nice. Da, 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 da.
Jigglypuff, we did it.
Alright, scratch. Okay, well now that's just rude Jigglypuff. Alright. Well, you're paralyzed. I'm asleep. You get in the ball. Perfect. Alright, and as far as I know, that should be it for this area. Alright, Sandshrew can now just be general backup for the moment. I think I'm gonna run Bulbasaur in front for Mount Moon, only because Bulbasaur is probably gonna handle the majority, be able to at least be decent against the majority of whatever we're gonna run into.
Meow.
Hello. Meowth? No. Okay. Just little Meowth, just snoozing up there. Jesse, James. Looks like there's nothing here. Oh, okay. Color coordinated by the hair. Okay, got it. Then let's just search for farther in. You were eavesdropping on us just now, weren't you? Meowth, you were supposed to be keeping watch.
Meow.
We know there's rare fossils buried around here somewhere. If you've got any, you'd better hand them over to us, twerp. That's right. If anyone is going to profit off of those rare fossils, it's going to be us. Bye, Meowth. Beware Zubats. Beware, Zubat is a bloodsucker. Watch out for its leech life move. Okay. Alright, first Geodude. Vine Whip? Oh. One of the Geodudes has to have Sturdy. I'm literally just gonna bank on the fact that one of the Geodudes has Sturdy. Alright, Weedle. We tackle this thing to death. Alright, I'm gonna hit it with the Leech Seed. Just to make my life easier, because it's eventually probably going to hit. Yeah, it's gonna start hitting Hardened at some point, and I want the damage over time. Solid. Ooh, and level 16. Bulbasaur's evolving. Bulbasaur's evolving.
No, look at it. It's so cute. Just doing a little sit.
Cool. Bullet Seed. Oh my god. Do we teach... I feel like we gotta teach Bullet Seed to Ivysaur. I think we get rid of Tackle. Interesting that Vine Whip's not technically a physical move, which is kind of funny to me. Yeah, I think we go Bullet Seed. Or No, you know what? I'll hold off. I'll hold off for now. I hate the multi-hit moves. They never work out well for me. Clefairy. Alright, we're going to hit Vine Whip, see how much damage that does. Never mind. Quit being immobilized. Ivysaur, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Fine. You want to do it this way? Karate chip. Alright. Zubit, can you handle a tackle? You can handle a tackle. Alright, bag. Oh, we're gonna want to go buy more Pokeballs. There's no way 5 is probably gonna be enough to get through the cave, right? Because, let's see. We just got the Zubat. There's definitely going to be Geodudes that we're going to have to deal with. We know there's Onix in here, but I think that's a pre-rare spawn, and then we know Clefairy's in here with a rare spawn. So I'm at least going to need 3 more balls, which I already have 5, but that's if I can even, like, catch them. Clefairy shouldn't be nearly as bad because I can at least use Thunder Wave from Pikachu. Onix and Geodude. Best I could probably do is get them down to like half health, hit them with a poison powder, and then go from there. You love the scene? Funny enough, it's still just the same scene from my other one. It just I put another thing over it, so because just for like this specific recording. But also just to show you, where is it? Oh. But yeah, it's literally just like essentially the cover art for Recharged Yellow. I don't know if Jaizu specifically made this or somebody did on their own, but either way, it looks really good. But I think this will generally get the point across for anybody watching, whether it's live or when I end up doing the 100% achievement guide. Alright, we get Geodude. Alright, Geodude, Tackle. Tackle, not great. Poison Powder. Hit it with the Leech Seed. Ah, we never bought more Pokeballs. Alright, we'll try catching it here. Perfect. Alright. We gotta go back for Pokeballs. I forgot Paris was in this. Oh, don't stun spore me. Well, second tackle did a lot of damage. Alright, so once again, depending on where level cap is... Starting your last call. Okay. Because I would imagine it's going to be 20. That would be my assumption, is level cap's going to be 20. But that's also because what I normally do when it comes to playing Pokemon is level 15 for the first gym, and then plus 5 levels for every gym afterwards. That's usually my go-to. And it's always worked for me. Alright. 20 Pokeballs should do us pretty good. Okay, he did give us 2 Premier Balls. Perfect. Because I can't remember what game it was. But I think when they originally first introduced the Premier Balls, you'd have to literally buy them 10 at a time to get a Premier Ball, but if you bought like 20 at once, you'd only get the one Premier Ball. They eventually changed it so that way, you know, that wasn't the case, but still. Jesse and James again already? Alright, we already have a Zubat. I'm not worried about it, especially with the, I'm assuming, a battle coming up. Ugh, you're pretty fast, kid. Oh, okay. Alright, before we go down any ladders, you need to go through this cave to get to Cerulean City. Let's at least run through this. Actually, let's switch that so I can just go down to tackle. Just to make this whole thing go a little bit quicker. But yeah, as of right now, my general plan is just keep going, get Ivysaur up to 20, and then if it seems like it can keep going up from there, I'll just stop. I'm gonna hit Leech Seed. Okay, so wait. Oh yeah, it's realistically gonna have the Steel typing, so I'm glad I didn't bother. Perfect. I wasn't paying attention. Voltorb. Alright, once again, I'm gonna just hit Leech Seed. I'm also gonna hit Poison Powder because your Voltorb is at least not Steel, which I feel like I get why they wouldn't want to make Voltorb Steel type as well and having two electric Steel types, but honestly I feel like Voltorb should be Steel. I feel like it's kind of weird that it isn't. Alright, we already know Geodude. When free experience shows up, it's like you take it. Escape rope, nice. Alright, now we can take this. Now I can't remember. I feel like it's either like a couple of these rocks or it's like just on the outside of the rocks can have a chance to have an invisible item. But I also think it's one of those weird things where it's like if they're not there originally, you can do steps to essentially get them. Alright, Team Rocket. Our first Team Rocket battle. Sandshrew! Get Vine Whipped. Alright, we're not worried about a Zubat. Alright, moving through pretty quickly so far. I'm happy with this. Alright, Zubat, I'm not going to worry about. We're going to be running into so many Pokemon while we're just running through. Might as well avoid things that we can't. There's a chance we won't one-shot, right? And we see Geodude. We get Vine Whip. Geodude, we Vine Whip. That's Ivysaur already up to 19. Another battle. Alright, Oddish. We literally just have to tackle our way through this because there's literally nothing else that we can really do. Leech Seed would technically do damage, but eh. Solid tackles from Ivysaur.
Yikes, quit following us.
Actually, just out of curiosity. Tackle? Okay, it would take 2 tackles to kill a level 8 Zubat. Alright, so not worried about doing that. Alright. Alright, tackle our way out of our problems. I'm gonna hit Leech Seed here only because I don't feel like dealing with the fact that I've been intimidated. Alright, Ether, not bad. Thief is pretty solid as a move in general. I usually tend to really like Thief, but I'm gonna hold off until I can handle a tackle. You handled a tackle. Alright. I'm gonna hit you with the poison powder just to make you easier to catch. I was gonna say I don't think I needed it. I'm going to at least do 1 or 2 wild battles to get Ivysaur up to... Alright, how easy are you going to be to catch? You're going to be chill? Clefairy, very chill. Alright, cool. Genuine surprise. Alright, so I think the only other thing that I can technically find in here is an Onyx. But I think that's like incredibly rare. At worst, we just hold off for the Onyx in the Dark Cave or whatever. Alright, there's level 20. Okay, looks like we did get a little experience. So 20 might not actually be the cap, which is interesting. Alright, Mankey is probably one of the next better options here to murder any rock types that come up. So, Ride Shop. Zubat, I will switch to Pikachu. Genuinely surprised that didn't kill. Rattata, alright, we'll swap back to Mankey. Alright, not bad. Maybe low kick would be better here. Fury swipes instead of Leer, sure. Because I'm never going to use Leer anyways. No, low kick did about the same. Alright, what about low kick on Onyx? Yeah, I was going to say, Onyx is so heavy. Low kick's probably going to do a crap ton more damage. Alright, Moonstone, perfect for our Nidoran male. I was gonna say if we can one-shot it, I'll fight it. If not, I'm just gonna walk away. I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of hoping at some point they actually give Meow actual, like, lines and be like, I'm a talking Meow. Meow. And just, like, go full in on the anime. Can definitely take care of a Clefairy in one shot. Revive. We can find a chance here. Okay, not what I was expecting. Alright, Pikachu comes out. Okay, Chansey thick. It has Refresh, apparently. You know, you get a Premier Ball. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna have to get you pretty low, aren't you? One more. Okay, come. Don't be rude, Chansey. We got it. Let's go. Was not expecting to find a Chansey in here. That's gonna be insane for some leveling if we can find some more Chanseys. Alright, Mankey looking a little tired. Alright, let's at least get up to... Alright, I'm gonna save here on the off chance that they want battle here. I feel like they'll want to battle after the thing. Or they'll just stand there. Okay, never mind. We'll walk past them, get our items. Maybe we'll escape rope out just to make the trek back easier. So we can heal up and be ready for them. I was gonna say Peck should kill easy. Alright, I'm not too worried about Team Rocket with Nidoran Male. Because Rattatas, you double kick them to death. Zubats come out and just hit Peck a couple times. Not a big deal. I was thinking it was, oh, what's what I'm looking for? It was 18 that Nidoran evolved into Nidorino. Now the real question is... I'm assuming that they probably kept the same move learning stuff. So it's probably a good idea for me to figure out... Okay, second Moonstone, so that's... Alright, you know what? I will escape rope, mainly because we'll probably never actually use an escape rope any other time. Alright. While we're escaping... Alright. Nidorino. Because I want to see exactly what Nidorino learns and if it's worth it to evolve earlier or not. I know when people do speedruns of like Pokemon, Red and Blue and all that, they go for Nidoking as quickly as possible and like teach it Mega Kick, if I remember correctly. Alright, we will use Mankey out front just to get our way to where we need to go. Alright, so just looking at this doesn't help because... Alright, I'm gonna go back to Gen 3 because I'm assuming... Alright, Horn Attack at 22. Alright, so I'm gonna get to 22, learn Horn Attack, and then from there I will evolve. I don't think there's much else of a reason to... I'm not about to get paralyzed. I knew we could find Onyx in here. Karate chop? Shit, should not have karate chopped. That's... Alright, so we can't... So we can't full send it on an Onyx, got it. I'm gonna go to Gen 3. So... Yeah... So it looks like at best it learns Thrash after 22. So yeah, once Nidorino hits 22, we'll hit it with the Moonstone. That'll be the plan. goofing around. Go already. You can do it, Meowth. Meow. So clearly they will come and bug us afterwards, like I kind of thought. Yeah, just, keep giving me Geodudes to karate chop. I'll karate chop them all day. I will say I'm not too worried about running into another Onyx. I'm a little mad that we kind of missed out. We did at least get a Chansey, which I never thought we were gonna find here. So that's pretty big. Grimer. I legit have nothing for Grimer. Maybe we just hit Fury Swipes and hope for the best. Okay, Fury Swipes works. Alright, once again. We'll switch to Pikachu no matter. Should have paid attention to what it was. Up to 61 power on return.
Easy.
Alright, do we... As much as I love Mankey, I'm not going to worry about saving it. We always take Lord Helix. There's got to be a way to get the Dome Fossil, though, right? There's got to be a way to get the Dome Fossil later on. Stop! No, stop right there! I'm always forgetting who I need to... Hands off that fossil! Oh, hands off! That fossil belongs to us! Ugh! How do you even get here ahead of us? We're Team Rocket. I'm Jesse. And I'm James. Meow. And the two of us are going to take that fossil back. Dun, 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 dun. Rocket, Jesse, and James would like to battle. I love their pose. It's so good. It's just top notch. Double battle, huh? Not what I was thinking. All right. Thunderbolt, and bring out Nidorino. It's nice to know that this turned into a double battle. All right. We'll Thundershock you, double kick the cat. I was gonna say, gotta work on taking out the Ekans. Perfect. Jesse and James, it looks like Team Rocket's blasting off again! How? Like, again, I want to save the antidote for something that's actually going to be important. Is there an item up here? No. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, I'm sorry that it has to come to this way, Mankey. Roar, we will never use it. Oh, nice. So you can just come back through. You don't even have to... Okay. So if at any point in time we do want to actually try and get the Onyx, we can. That's actually really nice. I didn't kill it. I just kind of let it succumb to the poison. That's all. But now it's all better. Like we were coming here anyways. It was all gonna be fine. Have you heard about Bill? You got anything to say? That Bill? Upstairs, try trading Pokemon with your friends. I don't know if, like, how that would actually work here. Bill has a lot of okay. So in Pokemon Yellow, this is where you would normally get Bulbasaur, but we already got Bulbasaur from Viridian Forest, so I wonder how that's gonna work. Okay, you like trading Pokemon? Poliwhirl. Jinx. Okay. Alright, everybody remember this man has a Jinx that he wants a Poliwhirl for. Alright, we ignore the bike shop for now because we can't do anything with the bike shop. Poor Slowbro. What about you? Move Tutor. No, all the moves that a Pokemon learned, every one of them. 5 grand? No. No, sir. Alright, we'll do... Alright, so... Let's see. Up here... You probably have nothing. Skill Trainer's Badge. Secrets, nothing. I don't care. I don't care about the secrets because I'm pretty certain all he does is tell you once you get this badge, you get like this thingamajig. Rare candy. Like I think Brock's badge increases all your Pokemon's attack. Variety of medicines, berry powder. It's like berry powder. I can make it. Powder jar. Okay. Something new on the second floor of the Pokemon Center at the they installed wireless adapter for machines berries. Okay. Berry powder, got it. A little surprised that's not an achievement. Alright, let's see. We're gonna have a rival battle coming up. We got 120, an 18, and 2 16s. We'll probably be fine. I'm gonna save here just in case. Again, if we lose, I don't want to lose money. That's the only reason why I'm saving here. Alright, show us what you got, chat. Level 17 Pidgey, not a big deal. I say not a big deal, but quick attack goes through the paralysis. Honestly, probably should have priority moved. So that's on me. I don't know what was about to come out. I was clicking. You have a shiny Oddish. Are you copying me? Why do you have Sludge Bomb? I feel like Sludge Bomb is so... like, is far too good at this point. Is that like a part of challenge mode? That he's just like, oh yeah, by the way, I have a shiny with like one of the best stab moves that I could have for this thing. Versus Seeker. I'm a little surprised the Versus Seeker isn't an achievement either. Alright, let me heal up and double check, because I almost feel like it should be. Achievements, view the list. Bulbasaur. And that's all the battles. Appeal Sensor, Fame Checker, Everstone, watering can, cut 30 trees, Charmander, Squirtle. Tame power items. Okay, no, they're not. Okay. I just would have imagined they would have been. I can understand why the Verse Seeker isn't, because obviously, like, you have to get it on, like, just by progressing. Yeah, let's just go up here. Alright, what level are you guys? Academy. Oh, okay, but, okay, after we finish fighting this guy, let's go back to the one bit of grass so we can, what's the word I'm looking for? So we can see what Pokemon we can catch in there. I don't know what you're about to send up, but I'm assuming another bug, yeah. Alright. Head back. Heal up. So, I think the biggest two things that were always over in that area were like Ekans and Sandshrew. Which, because we already found them... Is Route 4 part of the same area? Because I might be able to save myself a little bit of time. Town menus. So, okay. Oh yeah, so Route 3 turns into Route 4. So, assuming that from Pewter City to Mount Moon is all Route 3, and it just awkwardly puts Route 4 here for some reason, there should theoretically be different Pokemon in here. I guess we'll just have to find out by running around a couple times, right? Alright, we already have an Ekans. Definitely once this Pikachu can learn Thunderbolt, we'll be cooking. I think as per tradition, at least for this playthrough, I don't think I'm going to evolve the Pikachu. It's going to stay my Pika Pal forever. That being said, so long as it isn't written the same exact way that Yellow is and you literally cannot evolve your Pikachu, I'm 100% evolving Pikachu into Raichu. Because Raichu's going to be so much more of a help.
Psyduck? I love Psyduck.
I'm gonna hit it with a return. Hit it with the Thunder Wave. And Pokeball. Hell yeah. Which is perfect because it might be hard to tell, but I'm wearing my Psyduck shirt. Now the real question is, how many different options are going to be in here? Again, I could probably just check for a little bit. It doesn't help if I, unplug my controller. Get that plugged back in. Okay, weird. It didn't want to reconnect until after I got out of the battle. my goal is to at least get through Misty before I end today. So we'll probably want to start pushing forward here in a little bit. Because I know one of the annoying things to get is going to be Abra. And as of right now, the only thing we ran into different in here is a Psyduck, which I'm not mad about. I love Psyduck. But I don't know how much of a change there is going to be in this grass. Because it doesn't really seem like there's going to be a whole lot. Which is fine. Alright. Spearow to... Alright. Let's go ahead and push forwards. That way we can try and end at a reasonable time. But yeah, if I can at least get through Misty, I think I'll feel pretty good. Getting Pikachu up to 20 is the general goal, so Ivysaur and Pikachu can essentially just, you know, mollywop their way through. After that, we'll try to make sure everybody else gets up to 20 or around 20. Obviously, Sandshrew will take the longest because I don't think they even hit 15. Oddish doesn't help here, but a couple returns will do the trick. Sure, need you. Good work, Pikachu. Bellsprout. Alright, we will actually switch for this only because I know that we desperately need to. Alright, good work. So I think, off the top of my head, the only thing that I really remember being different up on this route here is the fact that you can get an Abra. Everything else is pretty much everything we've seen so far. Again, this is more based off of my knowledge of the original Pokemon Yellow. We've clearly already seen some things in here that I've never seen before. Like the Chansey and Mount Moon. Absolutely wild to run into that. Sandshrews not a great choice for us. I'm gonna go Ivysaur, make my life easy. I wonder if level cap is just matching whatever the highest level the gym leader has. Which that would probably make sense. So that means that the cap should be like 22 or something. I gotta quit rapid pressing A. I was like, I'm fairly certain it's just gonna be Nidoran female, but... Alright. I'm pushing it, but I think this is only supposed to be a Mankey at level 20. Level 19, alright. That did a fair amount of damage. Spearow, you're out. Alright, now we heal up. We take on the Team Rocket guy up top. He'll give us a nugget. Depending on how our Pokemon are looking, we will check out what's going on to the left. We'll see if the guy who wants to give up the Charmander's up top. Pretty certain the guy who wants to give up the Squirtle's out in Vermilion. Congratulations, free nugget. You want to join Team Rocket? I was always mad that they never gave you the option to say yes or no. I don't appreciate you poisoning me. I don't know what was about to come out, but I'm gonna... Perfect. Well, less perfect. Alright, we're just gonna keep trading, I guess. Oh, don't paralyze me, you bum. Oh, now you want to start biting? Midoriya 17. Send out Drowsy. I don't have anything specifically for Drowsy, so I guess I'm gonna hope Spearow can peck this thing to death. Ha! Yeah, we're probably gonna be sacking some Pokemon here. Level 21 Drowsy, kinda nuts. Alright, now knowing that there is the 21 Drowsy here is useful information. Oh, how are you missing? Alright, Ivysaur, I believe in you. Poison Powder is huge. Confusion hurts. Come on, Leech Seed. Okay, we at least got the Leech Seed off. Haha, get wrecked. Alright. Pikachu dies. Alright, definitely during the Nuzlocke, one thing I want to invest in is going to be antidotes. Because that's going to be the biggest thing I'm going to need to worry about. Alright, so Nugget Bridge is all done. Attract, we'll never use it. When it comes to training Pokemon, I'm just no good at all. It seems like you could be better at it too. Are you able to defeat all the trainers on Route 25? So I'm assuming Route 25 is over that way. So get to Bill. Get what I'm assuming should be Charmander. And then from there we can swap out Spearow. Because by the time we get to Erica, we're gonna have a Charizard. Thundershock didn't kill, and it paralyzed itself. Nice. All right, get in the Beyond Meowth. Psyduck, we already know. Alright, that's 20 on the Pikachu. To learn Slam, I hate Slam. Slam is just genuinely such a bad move. Alright, we can't one-shot the Psyduck. Venonat, okay. Alright, will that be enough? Or do I have to come out and paralyze you? Alright, let's paralyze you. Much better. We already know Bellsprout. I'm mostly looking for an Abra. I don't know how often Abra will show up in here, let alone where else it may or may not show up. There's a chance they might have moved Abra. Not worried about a Pidgey. We'll karate chop every single Meowth we see, I'll tell you that. I'll give it at least a couple of minutes before I fully lock. So Oddish is at least a new encounter here. Can I please run into like a Meowth that's like at least double digits? I'd love to be able to karate chop something and get like at least some decent XP out of it. Again, we might just have to come back to getting Abra, which isn't a big deal. I plan on getting the 170, the finishing the Pokedex achievement on this first run. So if I have to go back through and get things later, I will. But the more I can get now, the better off I'll be. I mean, at the very least, encounters are coming up pretty quickly. Alright, is there a chance that they got rid of the Abra spawn here and moved it somewhere else? Yes. Do I think that's the case? Probably not. I know the Abra spawn here is just honestly awful. Alright, we will go until I karate chop Mankey all the way to level 20. Or we find a an Abra. Whichever happens first. You know, I'll even double down. If we run into a shiny, that'll also be a sign for we've been here for too long. Alright, I might start scratching some things. Okay, we finally got another Meowth. Come on. I will say, like, it'd probably be pretty cool if there was a tracker for this, so I could be like, okay, how many encounters are in this grass? What have I seen? What haven't I seen? Because if I knew there was at least like one more encounter to go, I would keep going. But maybe I've already seen all the encounters. Again, I don't. It's like I'm assuming Abra should still be here. Abra's usually here. I can't imagine you would move Abra. When it comes to the game corner Pokemon, I will probably save those ones for absolute last, just so I don't have to worry about them. Plus, then I can always come back with just gobs of money and I won't have to try and gamble my way through my problems. Okay, I think we're gonna start hitting things. Whether it's a Meowth or not, because these give such tiny little bumps of experience and they're not showing up nearly as much. Gonna need to complain so much after you stream. Got it. Well, once I can get through Misty, that's when I'll end. I can't imagine that should take too much longer. Alright, there's Mankey 20. Alright, we're going to assume that I can't... that Abra is not in fact in there anymore. That's probably not the case. We'll probably just have to go back and get Abra, but... again, problem for another day. Yeah, I'm good with ordering something in. I'm not gonna say no to that. That honestly sounds kind of nice right now. Yeah, LeChonk surprise. Who would have guessed? I'm okay with ordering something in. Also, just a great emote. LeChonk's such a wonderful little Pokemon. Alright, let's see what's in here. Maybe they moved Abra over to here. Alright, we already know Venonat's here. Nope, I did not mean to do that. Alright, well, let's move Double Kick to under Pattern. If I could definitely learn Sludge Bomb. Like, that'd be great for Nidoking. I think by the time we can probably end up getting Sludge Bomb, we're not gonna have Nidoking in the party anymore, if I had to guess. Poison Sting. Over Leer? Sure. Alright, we at least got a stab move. Alright, so Poison Sting was not on the list. So... what? So what move set has us learning Poison Sting at 18? Just so I can have an idea. I mean, there's a good chance that it's like... Poison Sting's only 15 power. So 15 power plus another 50%. Yeah, Peck is still stronger. Alright, nothing of that. Poison Sting in Gen 5, but that's at 13, which that doesn't make sense for Nidorino. So maybe Horn Attack at... okay, if we learn Fury Attack at 20, I guess I'll have an idea of what we might be working with here. But either... ooh, Poison Jab. Poison Jab at 43 would be good. Like, we desperately do need a poison move, but I think we'll stick with 22 no matter what. I think we stick with 22 for evolving into Nidoking. I think that's just the smart call. Okay, alright, I'm gonna give this only a couple more encounters because we've yet to run into anything new. And I do want to keep this going. Right, a couple more encounters, maybe? Okay, if we keep getting these Venonats, they're pretty decent XP. Alright, let's get Nidorino to at least 20. We'll get Nidorino to 20, we'll use Spearow to help us get through Route 25. Alright, the only thing Double Kick has on Peck at this exact point would be the fact that it can crit twice. So it can technically do more damage, it's just unlikely. Alright, as far as I can tell, there's nothing different in Route 25. Alright, we at least got everybody up to level 20, which, again, that'd be my general level cap. So, let's get through this. I think Spearow will evolve at level 20. Yeah, we are definitely going to swap out for Geodude. I'm not going to have my bird deal with that. If Spearow at least learned Mud Slap, I probably would have sent it in, but without having that as like a backup, I'm gonna say no. Alright. Ah, yeah. I don't know what you're about to send out, I was not paying attention. I think I can survive at least 16 damage. Alright, let's go heal up, because Spearow's not gonna be able to handle the next guy. 20 bucks says he's gonna throw out a Geodude. Alright, so if we had to imagine what Misty's gonna have, because Brock had an extra Pokemon, I'm gonna guess Starmie, Staryu, Horsey, Psyduck. Like, I think they're gonna go full anime here. If they go the extra mile, she'll throw out a Togepi. But I'm gonna imagine no Togepi. I think they're gonna keep it water. Oh, Goldeen would be another one. Thinking about it. Let's send out Ivysaur only because Ivysaur is going to be really useful against Misty. So an extra level on Ivysaur is not going to be a bad thing. Alright, Slowpoke shouldn't be that. Alright, Slowpoke thick is all hell. I'm going to send out the Chew. I think we could probably get away with one more battle. Poison point sucks. I'm gonna say no, just so I can do this. Yeah, I guess let's just go Ivysaur. So I can avoid the poison. Alright, heal up again. Yeah, that's definitely going to be one thing I'm going to have to really worry about when it comes to Nuzlocke mode. It's nice to be able to kind of play loose and put loose and fancy free when it comes to what's the one I'm looking for? When it comes to like not having to worry about poison and fainting. Send out Mankey. Bring out the bird. Just to help it get some more experience. Alright, so we're still getting more experience. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, whatever. Alright. So yeah. So I'm guessing the quote-unquote level cap is literally just matching the ace level, which is generally fine. Which is fine, it makes sense to me. Alright, 19 for Spiro. I believe it... Ooh, Pursuit, eh? Yeah, let's get rid of Growl. Good work, Spiro. Secret power. Okay, Penny. All right. I think we only got like 2 more trainers to go through anyways. All right, everybody, give me a few moments. Gonna run Penny Potty. We're gonna go through these trainers, help Bill out, take on Misty, and that'll be it for the day. But everybody, give me a few moments. I will be right back.
All right. Step 1 to Lord's Zumba class. Order Taco Bell. Step 2.
No,
You eat
that's shitty.
all the Taco Bell. Step 3. And step 4. Profit.
I'm pretty sure step 3 is sit on the toilet and wonder why you ate all that Taco Bell.
Exactly. That leads to step 4. Profit.
I don't hustle for Taco Bell, baby.
Yeah, but you get all the stuff out of your body, you lose weight. Zumba class complete.
Do you even know what Zumba is?
Yeah, you Zumba through all that Taco Bell. Taco Bell, sponsor me. I'm like your biggest fan.
The fact that these things are not... Oh my god, what is this nonsense? I'm literally getting screwed by game mechanics here. Thank you, Jesus. That was awful. And we're gonna... Wow, okay. Got it. Perfect for spoopy seasons. Ooh, we got us a nice hit right here. A Radiant Gardevoir. Ooh, and I don't even think that's technically the rare. Ooh, snap. Nice hits in a row. Got the Zorora V-Star. Okay, so that one pack. Oh my god, it keeps going. It keeps going. Trainer Art Gallery Snorlax. Get dingle hopped. Yeah, get dingle hopped, nerd. Okay, well, he's dead. More like thigh museum, am I right? You're not wrong. Thick thighs saved lives, and oh no shit, he got chicken legs. Fuck, we're dead. Oh my god, I fucking got him while he was driving. Let's fucking go. Oh my god, that was so good.
Seen Pepper? I believe she's putting out a fire.
Like running towards them.
Uh-huh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Alright. That was... Ooh. I heard a zipline. They're probably coming up.
Yep. Other one's up.
Got him.
Good job, dude.
They should have known.
Get butted.
I don't have time, Erwin. I'm overthrowing crime lords. Work through Bangalore's smoke. I feel like that at that point it's like, what the fuck's the point of the digital threat? Good run. Appreciate it, Ken. It should. Yeah, it... Okay, so the game was fucking me there, because I was not getting the outline of either of them. So the game was fucking me. Got it. That or they changed something, but yeah, that digital threat should have been. I should have.
Yeah. That's the hard part, is not wanting to get greedy when you're close.
And this is it, bitch!
He did it!
If there was a teabag emote, I would be teabagging so hard.
I can't imagine that would get approved.
A teabag emote?
Yeah.
No. Well, either way, that's going on TikTok. Because fuck that bitch.
Hell yeah!
Oh no, the moon thing. I better fight it. Oh wait, I didn't do the things. It's just gonna eat my face.
That's funny.
Alright, yeah, so that only took about...
What are we looking at? Alright, let's go heal up one more time. Alright, we heal up. Alright, it's gonna be pretty nice. I feel like we made some decent progress. About a little over 3.5 hours, and we'll get through Misty. Probably could have gotten here a little bit sooner if I didn't take the time to, 1, search for Pokemon to catch, and 2, to train up nearly as much as I did. But I think we'll be pretty good.
Yeah.
3 pecks even with Intimidate, I'm taking it. Alright. That peck was not doing as much damage as I would like it to do, so Ivysaur, all you. Some more Leppas. Hondu berries. I don't know what Hondu berries. Those do not sound familiar. Alright, is the couple a double battle? Okay, no, that's just rude. Alright, we hit 20. Alright, we'll swap for the Pidgey just to save Spearow at least a little bit of trouble. Spearow's evolving, which works out really well. There's a chance, like, depending on, like, I can't imagine challenge mode is going to be so challenging that I'm going to have to do what I'm doing in Radical Red and just making full-on, like set up teams specifically to fight anyone that I like run into, right? Actually, just, again, if it's a double battle, that's gonna be a double battle down there. Might as well, you know, make it work. Yeah, thank you. OU1, collection bummer. Alright, SS ticket. Cool. Nothing hiding over on that side. Alright. So they're just there for no reason, essentially. Alright. Come down this way. Heal up. We'll have the Charmander. Again, I'm assuming it's Charmander because that's where you get the Charmander from. I kind of like the idea of, hey, you seem like a strong trainer. Prove to me that you can take this Pokemon off of my hands by beating all the other trainers in this route. It's kind of nice. Give me that Charmander. There it is. Alright, so some of the achievements take a second to pop, but that's fine. What level is the Charmander, though? I'm assuming it's gonna be level 10, like the one we got. 15. Okay, well that's not bad. So adding in Charmander to the team will be pretty great, because pretty much boom, instantly into whatchamacallit, Charmeleon. It does, at immediate glance, it doesn't seem like they added in any extra trainers to here, so it's interesting that they had the second one in Brock's. Alright, solid showing from Pikachu. I don't think I'll need to save. Alright, let's get some achievements. Alright, starting with Psyduck. I'll hit you with Return. Alright, switching to Slowpoke. Alright, so Psyduck Slowpoke. And then I'm assuming Starmie's the ace. Yeah, I didn't think Ivysaur was gonna handle that. It's at least leech seeded, so that's huge. I'm gonna hit Pursuit. Wow! This is not good for us. Okay, this Starmie is kind of busted. Alright, and then Pikachu just dies because of being slower than Starmie. Yeah, damn. Okay. Well, egg on my face. Alright, let's try that again, but I think we're going to start Ivysaur out front. Because Pikachu already being practically dead is what really killed us there. Alright, and we're going to save in front of her again. So it seems like she doesn't get crazy until the ace. Like, Psyduck wasn't horrible. Oh. With the Leech Seed. Hit the Poison Powder. Tackle. Okay, now that's just rude. I will take Razor Leaf over Tackle at this point. We're not switching off of this. We're hitting Leech Seed. We're hitting Razor Leaf. Alright, we will switch to Pikachu here so we can avoid the yawn. I'm hitting Thunder Wave. Wow. Fuck you, game. What confusion kills in one? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna hit poison. Alright, we got the poison, so that's huge. Huge. Okay. So, fighting Misty is going to be insane. TV Stream Mojo, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the party. Water Pulse will be really good for when we eventually get Squirtle. Alright. Alright, honestly, ended right around... Gonna be ending right around when I kind of figured I was going to. Love retro achievements and love people doing it? Hell yeah. This is my first time ever doing anything with retro achievements, and I've been wanting to play Recharged Yellow for a long time, so I figured, you know what? 2 birds, 1 stone, right? Alright, so let's see real quick. Before we get off... Charmander. As much as I love you, Firo, and how good you could possibly become with your Drill Peck eventually coming in. Sandshrew is just good to have because of Surge coming up. What I might do off stream is I might run through and get Sandshrew up to speed. At least get it up to where everybody else is, so roughly 20 and all that. Recharged Yellow is awesome, but Yellow Legacy is perfect. Ooh, alright, I'm gonna have to write that one down because I'm a sucker for some good fan-made Pokemon games. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and kill the recording there because I don't need anything else from that. Let me go ahead and name this, because if I don't do it now, I will forget and then I will be mad at myself. This is Recharge Yellow Retro Achievements Part. Perfect. Alright, I'm gonna want to save, because if I don't do that now, I'm gonna be sad. Alright, and just before we go ahead and we raid out, why don't we go ahead and check out what the Chivos are for this Yellow Legacy. Ooh, okay. Okay, so this is like a straight up on Pokemon Yellow ROM. Okay, I like that. Oh, released literally last year. Wow. Also, May 4th. That's wonderful timing. I love that. All right, so defeat on hard mode. Defeat hard. Okay, all pretty. Defeat your rival in the Pokemon Tower. Okay, beating the rival. Those are quality achievements. SS tickets, Silph Scopes, Poke Flute, Master Ball, get Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, get Eevee, either Hitmonlee or Hitmonchan. I like that. Obtain either or fossil. Complete an in-game trade that's not hard. Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, Mewtwo, and Mew. So I'm gonna guess they added in an actual encounter from you, and you probably don't have to do the glitch to get Mew. Completing the Pokedex, so there's got to be some way to get all the Pokemon. They added in rematches. Challenge the Pokemon League with Mew on your team. Okay, that's interesting. And then defeat Smith, Craig, Webba, Nurse Joy, Officer Jenny, Professor Oak the second time. Ooh, interesting. No glitch from you, it's a quest. Ooh, okay, love that. All right, yeah, 10 out of 10. Let me add this to my want to playlist so I remember to check this out. But yeah, this might be the next retro achievements game we tried 100%. But I love this. This is cool. This is like really cool. Like not a lot of screenshots to go by, but based off of the quests and the fact that it looks like you'll actually play as Yellow. I don't know if that's what his name is in like the manga or anything like that, but I'm gonna assume it's Yellow. Smith, Craig, Webba are Deb. Oh, interesting. So that's kind of like the one Pokemon 3D, the one area in the Sevi Islands where you could fight against all the devs. That was fun. I like that. Okay. All right, before I get too distracted. Because it's about ending time for me. Just for anybody joining us, if you're new here, I don't normally stream most morning days. I'm probably going to start doing that, at least going forward for a little bit, because I do want to get through Recharged Yellow so I can start working on getting that video put together. So expect a lot of morning streams while I'm still unemployed, but fingers crossed. I got a couple of possible interviews lined up, so hopefully I won't be unemployed for long. So then this will probably just, retro achievements will probably take a little bit of a back burner for a little bit, but once me and Adam finish Dark Souls 3 Seamless Co-op, maybe I'll make Mondays my retro achievement days, which probably wouldn't be a bad idea. I was originally going to do retro achievements after I made it through all of my N64 games, because I want to play those on my original hardware. But, ooh, okay. So you're about 5 hours ahead of me. Okay. I always appreciate people across the pond stopping in. Y'all are usually some of the best people to pop in. I hope you catch your stream some more. Definitely will happen again in the future, so definitely keep an eye out. Gonna happen for sure. But thank you for stopping in, Mojo. I appreciate you. But who are we gonna raid? What do we want to see? We've never been able to raid Rusty. Alright, is there anybody playing anything that's actually like even close to what I wanna? Alright, I think we're gonna go raid Rusty. They are playing some Clair Obscura. And just, you know, quality game. Quality game in general. RUSTEEEXD. Plus their little profile picture is Psyduck from the Pokemon movie. When I see Pokemon in retro treatments, I pop. Well, we got a lot of Pokemon here on the channel, if you can't tell by my shirt. Let me switch to that real quick so you can see better. Got a little Psyducks on my shirt. But as of right now, obviously we got Recharge Yellow going. I'm working through Pokemon Radical Red on Mondays right now. Yeah, I think I have those on Mondays. And then Tuesdays, I'm currently working through Pokemon Stadium. So if you like Pokemon, I'm a good place to be. But either way, let's go show Rusty some love. I know I will. And I will catch y'all later. Pokemon alone is meh. Now with retro communities, it's a blast. You know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. If I could somehow figure out a way to have retro achievements work with like just seeing things on the screen, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't plan on emulating anything that I can actually just play on my N64. So those ones will have to be on the wayside for now. But either way, once again, thank you for your time. You can help. Interesting. So there is. You know what? Feel free to DM me whenever you have the chance. Let's go show Rusty some love.